Hello everyone, I'm Alex. Welcome to Senci Live Zoom. Now I will present to you totally 3 kinds of products. Please let me introduce the first product, ARC welding machine for you. They are MMA series of welding machine. Now let me introduce you the exterior. We have 4 kinds of exteriors with the matte glossy and the matte leaf painting, which are including red, blue, gray, and black design. The portable small size surface ticketed works and excellent quality for machine are available, and pure hand making self screen is showing the elegance. Now let's go to the function. Now you can see on the front panel we set a LED display and potentiometer for the current. You can view and control them easily. Nearby the display we set a power light and overcurrent protection light. At the bottom of the machine, we use the bells outlink connectors, black one for ground, red one for welding gun. And these connectors have different dimensions. You can choose them per your requirement. On the rear panel, there are power switch and cooling fan. The running speed of cooling fan will be reached 4,500 RPM. Now let me introduce the construction. I open the cover. Now this first products still use 3 layers structure design, which are containing power supply board, operation board, and the control board. The heatsink channel in the middle of the machine is so it does ensure that all main heat parts on the same horizontal can be cooling better. Now let's go back to the power supply here. You can see that we have increased quantity of capacitors on the power supply board and enlarged the electricity storage to guarantee the stability of function. At the same time, it also can load the wide voltage pulse signal and connect to a generator use easily. The operation board, we use a full bridge diode to replace the semi-bridge diode that ensures the current is more stable and makes the diode is not easy to burn. About the control board, this board is used for controlling the whole function of welding machine. Now let me introduce you the main parts and the accessories for the ARC welding machines. Now you can see this one is the capacitors. We use the 470 UF and 400 voltages. This kind of the capacitors. And we use the IGBT2. Use this one. IGBT2 is the item is 40 and 60, 40 and 70, 40 and 120. And we use this kind of the transformers for the ARC welding machine. Also, and the accessories, this is power cable for ARC welding machines. This is the welding gun, the standard, and this is the welding clamp. So all of this is for the ARC welding machines. Now let me summarize all advantages of our welding products. The performance of the product is more safe and stable. The acceptable input voltage range is 130 muffin to 160 voltage. It can connect to a generator use also. Full bridge inverter IGBT door modules large output voltage. Duty cycle at 40 degrees is improved by 20% than old one. The excellent heatsink channel can make the cooling fast, high-speed running fan with more optimized heatsink channel design, which makes the heat dissipation effect is 30% higher than the same type of inverter welding machine. The whole series products with ARC starting, ARC force, and anti-sticking functions. Easy to start the ARC, low pressure drop, comfortable operation. New dust-proof design, nice appearance, more portable and lighter. We also can make customized products for you if you need. We are a professional manufacturer for welding machine and can give you very nice price. The cost effective is higher than traditional one on the market. The warranty is around 18 months. Now I have introduced the whole AIC welding machines for you. If you are interested to our products or know more details, please contact us. Thanks for watching. Now let's move to the second product. This is our TIG series argon AIC welding machine. It's totally 3 items, which are including TIG 200A, 250A, 315A. I will introduce you the step by step. Now about the exteriors. We also have 5 kinds of exteriors with the matte glossy and the metal glaze painting, which are including red, blue, gray, and black design. The refined welding and excellent quality for machine are available, and the pure hand making self-screen is showing the elegance. Now let's go to the function. On the front panel, we set a LED display and 2 pieces of potentiometers, one for current, one for ARC force. You can view and control them easily. Nearby the display, we set overheat protection eye and overcurrent protection eye. At the bottom of the machine, we have 4 outlets. One for TIG function. This one, red one for the welding gun. This is for the welding clamp. This is for the TIG function switch. On the rear panel, there are a power switch, gas input collector, and the cooling fan. The running speed of cooling fan will be reach 4,500 RPM. Now let's go to the structure. This series products still use 3 layers structure design, which are containing power supply board, control board, and operation board. The AIC welding function is the same with the AIC welding machine. About the TIG function, there is a high pressure compressor which can produce the voltage around 5,000 voltage to heat the argon and build up the AIC. Okay, now let me introduce the all main parts and accessories for the TIG welding machines. Now you can see this is a transformer. It's bigger than the AIC welding machines. Machine 1, and this one is the same IGBT tube for the TIG welding machine. This is a high pressure compressor for the TIG and to produce 5,000 voltage to heat the argon and build up the AIC. This is the same capacitor with the AIC welding machines. And this is the TIG gun for the machines. And this is the relative parts. Okay. Now let me summarize all advantages. With high frequency AIC start design, TIG and AIC function are combined together, makes AIC starting fast and easy, using the full bridge IGBT to replace the MOSFET tube, which is more reliable, highly efficiency with low heat and large output current. Delay switch can protect the welding spot and avoid the oxidation. Gas delay is switchable from 1 to 5 seconds and can be flexible to control the gas output. Duty cycle can be up to 70%. Nice appearance, more stable and cost effective. Minimizing lightness, it can be moved easily and energy saving up to 30%. It's widely used for many kinds of the metal, for example, stainless steel, carbon steel, and so on. The refined welding can be actualized perfectly, and the warranty is around 18 months. Now I have introduced the whole argon AIC welding machine for you. If you are interested to our products or know more details, please contact us. Thank you for watching. Now, this is our third product. There are totally 5 items, which are including CUT 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Please let me introduce for you. Now let's go to the exteriors. This product also have 5 cans of exteriors with matte glossy and dermatoglyph painting, which are including red, blue, gray, and black design. The cutting even and exquisite smooth are available, and the pure handmaking silk screen is showing the elegance. Now let's go to the function. You can see on the front panel, we set a LED display and potentiometer for the current and the gas delay. You can view the control them easily. Nearby the display, we set a power light and overcurrent protection light at the bottom of the machine. It has 3 outlink connectors, red one for grab, yellow one for the cutting gun, and a small connector is applying for control the cutting gun. Now let's go to the rear panel. You can see there is a power switch and there is a input the gas connectors and running fan. Now let's go to the rear panel. On the rear panel, there are power switch, gas input connector, and cooling fan. The running speed of cooling fan will be reached 2,800. This series of products still use 3-layer construction design, which are containing power supply board, control board, and operation board, with extra added inductance to filter the current again and make the function is stable and excellent. Now let me summarize all advantages of our plasma cutter. Number 1, use powerful full-bridge inverter IGBT to achieve large current output and excellent duty cycle. High frequency is available for easy AIC ignition. Be able to cut all kinds of metal such as carbon steel, stainless steel, alloy, copper. Now let me summarize all advantages. Number 1, use powerful full-bridge inverter IGBT to achieve the large current output and excellent duty cycle. High frequency is available for easy AIC ignition. Be able to cut all kinds of metal such as carbon steel, stainless steel, alloy, copper, aluminum exit. Smooth cutting surface, high cutting speed, the cutting even and S-fit are available. The thin, medium, thick plated material can be cut. Cutting thickness can be from 0.5 mm to 45 mm. Fit with touched and no touched ARC start with. Non-touched way can remain ARC and protect the cutting head. CUT 100, 120 use dual IGBT modules and 200 mm diameter fine. High speed 2,800 RMP fine to make heat dissipation faster. Minimizing lightness, it can be moved easily and engineer saving up to the 30%. The warranty is around 18 months. Use all main components and accessories for the plasma cutter. Now you can see here have 2 cans of the transformers here. The bigger one is for the big current plasma cutter. The smaller one is for the low current plasma cutter. This one is the IGBT module for the plasma cutter. This is inductance for the plasma cutter. It is used to filter the current. This is for the power current connectors. This is the cutting gun for the plasma cutter also. Now I have introduced the whole plasma cutters for you. If you are interested in our products or know more details, please contact us. Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone, I'm Kevin, Sales Manager of iPower Series Energy Driving Welders. Today, I'm very happy to take this opportunity to introduce to you several iPower Energy Driving Welders. Firstly, I'd like to introduce our silver energy driving welders. This is WSI200, a new style of MMA saver energy driving welder. It can be used as an ordinary generator, can output single-phase 6.5 kW AC power. It also can be used as a saver welder, output 200 ampere welding current, can weld 4.0 mm ordinary electrode. Different from other engine driving welders, WSI200 welder is fit with power input terminals, can be connected to the city power for welding if available, instead of own generation for welding, therefore save fuel and reduce noise. We also can replace terminals with different styles of socket, European style, US style, Australian style, British style, etc. for customers' choice. Next to see the functions on the control panel. And this is a 3-in-1 displays the voltage, frequency, and hours of generation. And this emitter displays the current during welding operation. This is a changeover switch between generation and city power. Left gear is generation and the right gear is city power. This single-phase socket can output 6.5 kW, 230 voltage AC power, can drive several kinds of electric tools, such as grinder, water pump, power drill, tamper, light, etc. And this is an engine start switch. On gear is for manual start, and the start gear for electric start. This is a control switch of generation. If it is off, generation stop, no AC power output. This is a control switch of welding. If it is off, no current output. It plays the role of current of limiting protection. This is a GND. The purpose of grounding is to ensure the normal operation and the personal safety. This emitter displays welding current during welding operation. This knob is for welding current adjustment between 50 to 200 ampere. This is an arc force knob, helps to arc start smoothly during welding with no current. This power light indicates the working status of this machine. This is a temperature indicator. It will turn red when the welding control system is overheated. WSI200 is widely used in civil construction and maintenance. For example, highway, farm and pasture, repair shop, municipal emergency rescue, etc. It features in compact structure, lightweight, easy to move. It is a very practical, cost-effective product. Next, let me introduce industrial engine driving welders. Firstly, I will introduce portable engine driving welder, WDF200 digital inverter welding generator. This is a good combination of a digital generator and an industrial inverter welder in the true sense. As a generator, it can output a 5 kW pure sine wave AC power. THD is less than 3%. As an engine driving welder, it can output 200 ampere welding current, perform MMA, TIG, cellulose down welding processes. Power generation and welding can be performed at the same time without interference. Let's introduce functions on the control panel. Here it is a welding control section. We can press the button to choose welding processes, MMA, TIG, cellulose. Can preset welding current according to welding processes and the rod code. The preset current value will be shown in the emitter. We also can adjust the arc force. This is a welding control switch. If it is off, no welding current output. It plays a protective role when the welding current is too large and the inverter control system will be overheated. It will be automatically broken to protect the inverter from damage. This is a welding current outlet. Can output 200 ampere rated welding current. The size of the socket is optional according to customers' demand. Let's see the generation section. This is a 3-in-1, can display the voltage, frequency, and time during of generation. This is a control switch of power generation. If it is off, this socket cannot output power. This is a work indicator. When the generator starts to work and normally running, the indicator turns green. If generation appears some failure, the work indicator does not light. Meanwhile, the power failure light will turn red. The parallel output sockets output 5 kW AC power. For more details about parameters and application of WDF200, please see on the big screen. I don't know whether you have any question about WDF200. Please ask questions and I will answer them one by one. You can also leave messages. I will reply as soon as possible. Thanks. Next, I'd like to introduce our first product, welding workstation. The reason why it is called welding workstation is because it can be used not only as a professional engine driving welder, but also as a mobile power station. And this is a 600 ampere dual welding workstation. It can fit with many famous diesel engines such as Cummins, Perkins, Kubota, Weichai, etc. This engine features in strong power, high reliability, no noise and no fuel consumption, and enjoys global warranty. Let's see its functions on the control panel. As for welding function, firstly, there are two models for choice: single-hand welding operation, double-handed welding operation. Its joint perform double-handed welding operation. Each welding handles can be operated independently without interference. It therefore enhances the welding work efficiency. Welder A has 3 welding processes: MMA, seamless, TIG for choice. Current adjustment range CC 30 to 300 ampere. The welding current can be preset and actually displayed. The preset value and the actual output value can precisely coincide, which is convenient for precise adjustment of welding. This is an arc force knob. It can add a thrust current into the preset welding current. When the arc voltage is lower, the welding current becomes larger instantly. The arc energy will be enhanced. So the arc force and the arc penetration force will be enhanced. It will promote the welding performance, help to arc start smoothly during welding with no current. This is a hot start knob. It is used to preset an arc starting current to make arc starting smoothly. It only works at a moment of arc starting and will not work during welding processes. This is a remote model. When performing long-distance welding operation, welding site is far away from welding workstation, over 15 meters. You can connect it remote to the machine so that the operator can adjust the welding current and arc force on the remote ports and lead them returned to the host for adjustment. Compared with Welder A, this Welder B has 2 more welding processes than the Welder A. For example, the gouging, FCW. Welder B can output CC 30 to 500 ampere current for MMA seamless TIG gouging processes with 8 to 10 mm carbon rod, CC 14 to 50 voltages, suitable for FCAW processes. Gouging refers to a method of melting metal by using an arc generated between carbon rod and a workpiece, and blowing it off with compressed air to realize process of grooves on the metal surface. FCW is a self-protected welding process that uses flux cord wire as a welding material. It can mainly used in the hot welding, filling and coupling during oil or gas pipeline welding. It has high working efficiency, which can be matched with Wheeler 12 vs Lincoln LN23P or iPower WF120 weld feeders. iPower WF120 weld feeder can preset the weld feed speed and the welding voltages. As for power generation function, it can output 3-phase 400 voltage 30 kW, single-phase 230 voltage 6.9 kW auxiliary power, can drive external inverter welder, can air compressor, water pump, and grinder, and etc. These are water temperature indicator, oil pressure indicator, and battery charging failure indicator. When temperature is overheat, oil pressure too low, and battery charge failure, these indicators will turn red. There is a fuel gauge, so the running status of the engine is clear at a glance. As for the maintenance, adopt a single-side integrated maintenance design idea. Maintenance is faster and more convenient. Movement. The machine has a forklift hole at the bottom and a lift ring at the top to facilitate transfer and transportation. Application. Welding station is mainly used for welding in the field without power supply, which features in fluidity, emergency, and sudden rescue, etc. For more details, specification, and application, please see the screen. Details application, please see the screen.